Welcome to the show, Play or Pass. Thank you for everyone joining us. Thank you to having the other two other panel members. Uh, uh, Andrew will not be with us because he's busy watching the footy. So he's watching the footy. So he will not be with us today. Let's go England. I'm not watching right now because I had to turn it off. But let's hope for England to pull it off.
Yep.
So thanks for watching us here on Player Pass. How are you doing, Blue? How are you today?
Good, thank you.
Thank you. Nice for you to join us, Alban.
I'm good. I got the game going.
You got the
So
all right.
Yeah. So just so
If-
you know, so if you hear me scream, uh, you know, then that means England scored.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And all right. So the beach. Thank you for the intro. And I don't understand the names.
Is it pirate? It's piratey, right?
Was it the?
entirety?
Was it
No, there were no black sheriffs on the water. Okay.
So
What's
in
it
the air.
supposed to be?
Hawthorne. At first, I was thinking, is this like Game of Thrones? You were Darcy Bloom. Resident Evil.
Okay.
Resident Alien. Resident Alien.
Oh, wow.
That's what the Resident Alien, the TV show. All right, Devish, you have that was
You
the
have it.
Alien. All right, I get it now. And so, Big Black Sheriff. Anybody that's watched Resident Alien, a funny show. That is good. That's a good one. So now I do get it. So let's go ahead. Thank to everyone coming in here. We got TJ's over here in the side. The Beach is in here hanging with us. Eddie, thank you for joining us. Roger, thank you for joining us. I saw Sahil always in here. Oh,
So,
he's
Sahil.
always early from Portugal.
That's
Coming
right.
checking us out. Always checking us out. So thank you for hanging with us. And if you've not watched this show before, what we do is we review a movie that was picked by the people last week that were watching the show. They picked the movie for us to watch this week. We have the Telegram links, and that is down below. If you open that up, we have Telegram group, and we have to pick for the movie. So before the end of this show, we will have picked the movie for next week. This week is Quiet Place 2, again picked by the viewers, people watching. Thank you, Jim, for hanging out with us. And all right, so look at he said, the Beach said FFS. It said Andrew as the alien because Blue says he's weird. So thank you. Hey, Patty, how you doing? Nice joining us. Okay, so what we do on this show is we will review a movie and we welcome your comments. I will do just like what you saw there. If someone has a comment, I toss it over here on the screen. Everybody can see it. So you're able to sit on the sideline, chat as we go. And then at the end of the panel talking, we open it up to anybody that wants to come on the panel and discuss it in length, what they liked, what they didn't like about the movie that we're doing. So let's start with the movies for next week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to share my whole screen here. So let's see. So do that. Go big. And all right. So I'm going to have Alban mention or just give a little snippet about what each of these movies are about. First Date.
Okay. First, also just a quick one before we talk about that. Just so everyone knows, in Telegram, we switched it up a little. So when you're in there, you're gonna see we have a hashtag pop trailer, and then it has the season and episode. So if you click on that, you'll be able to see a better list of all of the movies, and this way you can always see all the other movies that we've always been trying to get you guys to vote on, so you can always have a quick list to find something to watch. Okay. First Date. It's like I guess well, you can't even call it a kid movie, but it was about a guy who's trying to get this first date with this girl that he likes, and blah blah blah. But it involves him getting this this car, and there ends up being drugs in it, and it's a cat and mouse thing with the cops and everything. Good movie. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Gaia, and we're not talking about the ad on Gaia, the movie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. That's all that it reminded me of. It's not a huge cast. No one that I knew, but it was. It's different. Watch the trailer, and this way you'll know if it's your type of movie. It was better than I thought it was going to be. Okay.
All right. Hitman's wife, the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
Okay. This is a part 2 of the Hitman's Bodyguard, and Salma Hayek. That's all I got to say.
Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel Jackson. Ryan Red.
They made no difference to me. Okay. Anytime I can just see Salma Hayek walk around and her, kicking butt, you can't beat it. You can't beat it.
Okay. Yeah. Summer of Soul.
Okay. Summer of Soul. In a quick summary, Summer of Soul is about a concert that went on the same time during Woodstock in '69 in Harlem, New York. And the footage was lost for 50 years, and it was finally found again, and it's a documentary of that concert, and the people that were in it were just incredible. Stevie Wonder, Sly and the Family Stone, and just incredible.
Okay. Take Back. Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke. Oh yeah. To be able to see Mickey
I was like, oh my lordy.
To be able to see Mickey Rourke in something again, not just to see Mickey Rourke, but just to see, how bloated his face has gotten. But he looks worse every movie we see. Yeah, he does. He does look worse. But Michael Jai White was in it. A lot of the karate type fighting and stuff. It was a lot of action too.
Okay. Tomorrow War.
Tomorrow. That was a great one. With what's his name there?
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. Yeah. It's basically the world is going to end at a certain time, and he gets to help try to save the world.
Yeah. So is Yvonne is she the one?
Yeah, she's in it also. The girl from
is she in Handmaid's Wife?
She's in Handmaid's. Yeah,
because I'm watching that and I'm like, she looks so familiar.
Yeah.
Okay, so Till Death.
But nothing beats her in what was it? The other show that she did with
was it Chuck?
Chuck. Yeah, can't beat her in Chuck. Oh my
God. Till Death, horror thriller.
Okay, Till Death. That's the one with Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
I
was like looking. Or McGulphy.
Yeah, I could look at her all day long and just imagine her here at home with me. But
this is a horror and a thriller.
It's a horror thriller, more thriller than horror. But the concept is great. Hopefully, everyone watched the trailer on this to understand. That she basically was with her husband, and she cheated on her husband, and the husband has the best way to get back at her.
Okay. Werewolves Within.
Now, Werewolves Within.
Is that about werewolves, maybe?
Yeah, believe it or not, but you really don't get to see one. You do eventually, but you really
feature adaptation of a video game.
Yeah, the Werewolves Within video game, and what's great is that the girl there from the AT&T commercial there, Lily.
Oh yeah.
She stars in it,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I've almost signed up for AT&T just because of her.
Because of her. Right. So
Okay.
that was my reason to watch, and I'm glad I did.
Okay. All right. So those are our movies. So First Date, Gaia, Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, Summer of Soul, Take Back, Tomorrow War, Till Death, Werewolves Within. Before the end of the show, we will pick, or people will have voted, and then we will be forced to watch whatever movie it is that you have forced us all to watch. So, there we go. So, hey, England scores 2-1. So, was that going to be the end of the game? That's going to be the end of the game. Okay.
Yes, it will be.
So, so we got that. So that's out of the way. So let's go ahead and jump into The Quiet Place 2.
Okay.
Let me see. Share this. And we also, in the Telegram group, you're able to vote on this movie in particular, if you liked it or not liked it, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this. So who would like to be first on this?
I'll go first because I'm gonna be short and sweet.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Quiet Place 2.
I liked it, but I didn't like it quite as much as the first one. Just because I think the first one felt so fresh, and this was kind of felt a little bit like a repeat. I still enjoyed it though. The acting was good. The monsters were cool. Yeah, I liked the daughter there. I thought she was neat. So yeah, I liked it. That's my opinion. I'm done.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Alvin, which I saw, he's got his notepad. So
I got my notepad. Because that this is why I think I don't mind. Why I'm able to watch all these other movies now, because I get to watch them and check them out. But when I go back to watch it the second time, then I can at least take my notes on things, I like the movie, but because it was, just as suspenseful as the first one. There was still a lot of the same, same stuff as the first one. And that kind of irritated me a little bit, It's just like, why not? I'm sorry, I'm looking up at the screen. Okay.
Don't make me turn your TV off.
Okay, yeah, I know, right? Things I couldn't understand. Okay, why not fix that nail in the stairs? That was like the first thing you see. Kid walking down there, and you see that stupid nail sitting out there. I'm sorry. Well, it wasn't. There wasn't any time between the first and second, really.
Yeah.
How much time was there? None, right?
Yeah, because remember, they were still down in the basement when it flashed back.
Okay, all right. So then I won't get mad at them for it, because I guess when you first see that, you don't know that there wasn't any time in between. I felt that a lot of stuff was still left open. I don't think that it's not a movie that could come out that someone who never saw the first one could go and watch, because you really need the first one to understand, because they really didn't give much info on how the father died. You know what I mean? They didn't show any of it.
Yep.
I don't know. It's because since he directed or wrote it, that he didn't want to have to go through that again, or have to be able to get paid.
He was getting paid. Look at him.
Yeah,
right?
he was. Yeah. Let me see. Why don't kids listen to their parents? I think that's what drove me. That the daughter, I just want to strangle her. Sometimes, and I'm afraid that because she didn't listen. Neither did the boy. The son never listened neither. What's wrong with these kids? You know what I mean?
I think that's pretty standard, though, isn't it, Alvin?
Well, listen. Not a black child. Nope. Nope. That ain't happening. It don't happen like that. I'm sorry. It don't happen like that.
Also, I think older generations.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
There was corporal punishments back then.
See, that's your ass, okay? You want to go out there and go do that and not listen? No. What was it? I felt the story was really fast. Do you know what I mean? I thought that everything went really quick. I think too quick. I like the music and the sound was kept up with the intensity of the movie. I thought it was good for a thriller fan. Okay, the kid steps on the bear trap. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're stepping on a bear trap. Not only are you going to be, no one can console you from the screaming. You know what I mean? But the amount of blood that there would be, that just doesn't.
Yeah, I was thinking that foot would be coming off.
It'd be coming off, yeah, right? You can't just open that thing up to take it off.
It didn't go down to the bone though.
Listen, it would have went down to the bone.
A bear trap.
A bear trap ain't no joke. Those things ain't no joke. What else did I have? I had a couple of things here. Yeah, it's over that. And okay, why was it that the uncle was always holding on to the girl's hearing aid? How did he get it in her mouth? Did he take it from her?
He remember that those weird people at the dock took it off of her because they were
they did take it off
steal her. He took it off of her. That
okay.
Weird dude. He took it off of her. And then when
he was sleeping once, but I think it was to take with him to just in case.
Yeah. But I'm saying at the dock, that weird guy came up and took it off of her. And then when he wrapped the net around him, I'm getting my echo. And then he could
just mute me.
I don't know. Okay, testing. No, I think it's Alban.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Am I getting your laptop?
No, you don't hear the laptop. I don't think. I don't hear you echoing.
All right. So
I hear you echoing.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
So, but it was weird because I think is when he wrapped him up, he took that thing out of the guy's hand and stuck it in his mouth, which would have messed it up. I would have thought, but
no, they could get wet.
Oh, can they? Okay.
Yeah, because you think raining out. You know what I mean? They have to work. Yeah. And one last thing I think I had was all that gun shooting that they did at the end. Don't you think it would have brought more of those monsters?
Probably.
Yep.
Okay. All right, that's it for me. But otherwise, though, I thought it was worth the watch if you watched the first one. Not that it was worth the watch that it was good, but it was worth the watch that at least you watched it. What did he say?
Okay, a full it says hold on a second. All right, there. Sorry. A full-grown man needs mechanical advantage to set a bear trap. I ran a trap line for years, and even traps for coyotes takes an incredible amount of force to set and to open once tripped. I was thinking that was Roger. I was thinking that was a
okay. Let's just be clear here. Mothers have been known to lift cars off their babies, so let's just go with that.
Okay, but let's also go that it would have like took his to the bone. But for me, this movie was a thriller. It gave you some jump scares. It definitely gave me some jump scares where things would kind of pop out at you. I did like that it gave you the backstory to actually explain the aliens getting to the planet. The only thing that I thought was a little bit weird is that we see one thing shooting across the sky, and then all of a sudden the aliens are already there running around. I thought that was a little bit. I'm like, that one ship and they're running around everywhere. But I'm also thinking when that guy at the store was staring at the TV and you see some fire on the TV, I couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah.
Huh?
There's probably other ships landing.
Right. So I'm thinking that must have been where other ships were crashing to the earth. and so the aliens were already running around because that guy was just staring at him when he went through the little convenience store, convenience / pharmacy / got everything store. So I thought it was weird because all the aliens were already running around town, and so it's more than one. I enjoyed the movie. It had again the jump scares. There was the little boy probably got on my nerves more than anything. His little whininess. He was whiny in the car before the aliens. As soon as you could tell, he was whiny playing baseball. He was whiny in the car when the aliens were running around, and he was whiny whenever they went anywhere. But I did like the girl, the deaf girl, and Sharon did point out that yes, she is deaf, and I think that someone had said that they made the second one because they wanted to highlight that girl in a movie. I would have been, to me, I would have had that thing off of my ear and on the speaker, like ready to go all the time. I'd have been walking, and all I had to do was flip that switch, and it'd be like, wham! That was nice. It did bother me when the girl went off on her own, and I'm thinking, yeah, you should listen to your mom.
She's trying to save the world, though. You got to get.
I know she was, and I guess that's why the story needed that.
Beat that ass.
I did think it was pretty interesting when you saw the weird people there at the docks, and they come out of everywhere, and they basically were going to get him killed.
That was too short. Why did you find?
It was quick. That part was quick, and so you didn't get to see anybody else. But then they went to the island. So what it also made me think is, I'm thinking, all right, so the aliens crashed on certain parts. So if there's an island, you'd be safe anywhere there was an island. Would you be safe in England? Because that's an island.
No, I'm pretty sure they would have. Some of the ships would have landed there.
Yeah. So
yeah, I would think.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd have been right ready with that little thing. I enjoyed the movie. I thought that the acting was pretty good. To me, it dragged a little bit at times that I wasn't sure where it was going. But I think also with it, as Blue says, you're a little bit spoiled because we've already knew what the premise of the storyline is, whereas the first one you were introduced to it. So
it would have been nice if they had more of a twist to it, but this was pretty much just like a extra continuation of
yeah.
And they did find the island, and so I did enjoy it. I thought the movie was good. There was some aspects of it that I wasn't really sure. I didn't love it. I'll say I liked it. There was something that just missing in there. That just, I don't know what it was, but enjoyable movie. So I'm going to send the link out here to whoever wants to join. And I did like when DeBeach put that in. If you guys follow me on Twitter, and DeBeach does this like little the Pop Wars thing, and he says that he understands why the aliens hated us because they probably been listening to Taylor Swift. I was cracking. I'm like, yeah, no wonder they hated the sound. So again, I think it was a good movie. I don't know. There was just something about it. I wish they would have changed it. I wasn't sure what it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird with the little baby oxygen mask. Was a little
keeping quiet.
Yeah, I'm thinking babies cry a lot, and that baby wouldn't have been. That baby didn't cry a lot.
They shit a lot too. Where the hell? Where they put these fucking diapers?
Yeah, well, that's true. I didn't see no diapers. I didn't see no diapers. So, all right. So that's what we got. Let's see. We got Eddie. We got Roger. So, Eddie, thank you for joining the show. What was your thoughts on A Quiet Place?
Okay, to start off with, I love the soundtrack.
Okay.
2 songs. Just 2 songs. That's it.
Okay. One about that, whatever is over the sea or at the sea.
Yeah, they're kind of all these book goodies. Okay, about the movie, shooting at the monsters. Okay, the girl, she had, I think, a 12-gauge shotgun or a 10-gauge shotgun, and she had a 45. I think it was a 45, a Colt 45, and she can shoot the monster with the 45, and it really didn't take any. It had more effect than when she shot him with a 12-gauge shotgun. Blew him away. The other thing I found a little bit strange when they're inside, it's like a foundry. They have like all these ladles, where they pour the steel in and thing. And all of a sudden you see a monster coming up and it just tips over like that. But these ladles weigh a whole bunch of tons. So these monsters must have weighed a hell of a lot, and they're only this big.
Yeah, they look pretty skinny though.
They were real skinny, but to have enough weight to turn over those ladles, like it kind of was kind of strange. The monsters in there, it made me think about a movie. It's called War of the Worlds, but the English version. There was an English version and an American version. Well, I watched the English version, and the monsters in there are virtually about similar to the ones in War of the Worlds. Another thing that I really found funny was, when she's walking in the woods with the kids, and she gets to the end of the road where the ashes finish, and then she steps onto like bare ground.
Yeah.
And then when she steps on like the bare ground, it's like the sound is like just blows like tenfold, so anybody could hear them walking on the ground. But all in all, it was a good movie, but it had some dead spots in it. But I give it a soft play. That's me.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you. Hey, they should. You know what? They should have been wearing sneakers. All right. Roger.
I'm sorry. I know Roger's supposed to go next. Can I go real quick because I'm cooking?
Yep.
Go
ahead.
Jump on. I'm sorry.
Hold on. All right. Go right, Eddie. You one thing.
Okay. There's one thing I really loved about this movie. There was a radio in there. And there's the earphones. So there I can get rid of my detentions.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all.
You silly Eddie. All right, Sharon, go ahead, babe.
Okay.
You muted again. There
okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. I wanted to say the thing that I kind of liked. The only thing I liked better about this movie a little bit was that it had a little bit of prequel in the beginning. So it had a backstory of what led to everything. Because when I watched the original Quiet Place, I wanted to know why were they all of a sudden in a world with nobody there. And stuff. So I did like the beginning, how it showed, they were at the baseball game, and then all of a sudden, they get hit with this loud sound and all the aliens are there. Then the other thing is I like it, like I agree with you about that little girl, instead of having earphones on her, she should have had that on them speakers at all times, because that was the best thing to kill them aliens with. And also when everything got serious, like it was destroying everybody in the beginning and everything, and the little boy got hurt and everything. And they separated. When at first I was like, well, who's all these other guys they found? I didn't realize that was, I guess, the dad and stuff. And I'm like, or that guy that was with them. I was like, what happened? How did he get destroyed? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what happened to him? And he was helping them the whole time, the rest of the time, but he didn't really want to stay with them, because he told them originally he didn't want to stay with them to help them.
Yeah, he said they couldn't stay.
Yeah, he told them they couldn't stay, but he ended up staying with them anyway.
Yeah, he's kind of because he was a friend. He was a family friend.
Family friend. That's what I meant, the family friend. Yeah. But he originally didn't want to stay with them, but he ended up helping them and everything. But that was the most part of the movie I liked mostly, was the beginning, and then it wasn't. I mean, that was the part that I liked the best in the movie. I still kind of generally liked Quiet Place 1 a little better than the Quiet Place 2, other than the prequel part. Okay. And that was my take on it.
All right. Thank you.
Can I say one thing that I actually part I did like, though, was when they were on the dock thing. Speaking of that other guy, and remember in the very beginning when they're showing them, and she
yes,
he asked her how the sign language for dive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when he uses that, it was like, I was like, oh, that's cute. Like, you knew that it was going to be used later on, but it was kind of cute.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, and I also liked it, and that one, how they kept going in the tunnel thing too. The little thing that you that's a cremation thing. I call it.
Yeah, that was a furnace.
So they would be able to the furnace, where they were able to, be like they wanted to be in the furnace without being heard. So I did like that part of the movie too. So unfortunately, I gotta jump back off because I'm cooking. I don't want to burn my food.
Don't burn your food. Roger, thanks for hanging with us, bud.
Hey, everybody. Well, I did not like the first movie, which was a better movie than this movie. So I did not like this movie at all. 9 minutes in, started the plot holes. All of a sudden, the aliens land, and everybody automatically knows that they're attracted to sound. That sound is their enemy. So that's implausible. The bear trap.
Wait, Roger, can I make one point? If there are monsters, though, would you not try to be quiet? Like, I don't think they did know it was about sound, right? They were just trying to be quiet so the monster wouldn't know they were in that pharmacy or whatever.
Yeah, maybe. I'll give you that one, Blue. I still don't like the movie.
I'm just thinking, hey, if someone's walking around, if someone was walking by, if I was running away from someone, they got a gun or something like that, and I'm hiding in a closet, or I'm not gonna make any noise. I'm gonna be quiet. But go ahead, Roger.
The bear trap was just retarded. That's breaking both of the bones in his leg, most likely nearly severing his foot off. He's not walking on it. He's not hopping on it. He's not being quiet. His mom's not letting him out of that trap. Impossible. I understand moms have superhuman strength at sometimes, but I'm not giving him the benefit of the doubt on that one. The premise of getting to the the box for the baby really, really pissed me off. For starters, that's a 1 hour oxygen tank that she's toting around. That's all that will supply is 1 hour's worth of oxygen. So they put the baby in a box to block its sound. In order for it to block sound, it also has to be airtight. So they have 1 hour tops of oxygen in that box. I was mad at the baby in the first one. I was really mad what they did to the baby in the second one. Now on to the whole premise of trying to get to the radio tower to broadcast the signal. So they're going to broadcast the signal. Do they not understand how radio waves work? These aliens are not going to hear the signal. They're going to have a radio like Eddie held up. Everyone's just going to have to hold up those radios all over where they go.
And be on the right station.
And it's just not how radio works. You just can't pee on my leg the entire time and tell me it's raining. It just doesn't fly for me. The acting was really good in the movie. The cinematography was pretty good in the movie. The CGI was a little iffy because the aliens changed sizes. Sometimes they were like 10 to 12 feet tall. Sometimes they're about 6 foot tall.
They're like us, you know. They got people like Alban.
Yeah, but
big, and they got the smaller people like me.
I'm talking about the same alien. And also, when the kid got trapped in the furnace and he ran out of oxygen, if you look, there's a towel that blocks the closure, the clasp from closing the whole time. Except for when he gets in at that time, it's gone for some reason. It's not tied above there. And then when the mom gets back, it's back again. So continuity things like that pissed me off. Also, it's almost impossible for something to be airtight without a rubber gasket. And that door did not have a rubber gasket. So it couldn't have been airtight. It couldn't have been gasping for air. I just hated this movie.
Hey, well, think about this. All right, so now you bring up something, and I did think about it during the movie, and I forgot to mention it. So that's a furnace, right?
Yeah.
So furnace needs oxygen.
Yeah, it's got to have
somehow oxygen would have to be fed into that to keep a fire going, right?
It has to have a vent. It has to have a vent.
Yeah. But the doors are not airtight either.
No, absolutely not. They suck air in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So
again, you can't pee on my leg all day and tell me it's been raining.
Maybe you're just standing in a mud puddle. All right.
Maybe, but I doubt it.
The beach.
What's happening? England just won, so game over. You may see Andy coming on here later.
He'll be gloating.
I liked the first one. I liked the second one. I liked that they showed a prequel of the aliens coming in. But I mean, as much as I like, there's still things in there that drove me crazy. Like here we are, 400 days later, all the power plants are still working, producing electricity. The water plants are still working and producing water. And then once again, it's another movie with aliens that come to a planet that's 70% water and they can't fricking swim. You know, that's why I put the thing about the signs flashback. You know, how signs, you throw a cup of water on them and they freaking burn and die. So I'm like, come on. They come to a planet, they can't swim, drown, water. So, and then escaping in a convertible, probably not the best idea, you know, because the alien jumps on the back of the trunk and then slicing through the convertible top. Not a smart move. And the whole freaking don't wear shoes. That just don't understand the reasoning.
Yeah, sneakers can be very quiet, or wear slippers, just anything on your feet.
Well, the other guy, that other friend, he was wearing boots.
Yeah, people wearing boots.
Well, you know,
I mean,
do you remember in the very first one when they're all walking back, when the kids got the plane or whatever, the little rocket in his hand and whatever?
Yeah.
And I remember when they come out of the store and you see the leaves blowing, so you know it's fall, and they're wearing coats and toques and bare feet, and I'm thinking, aliens ain't gonna kill this kid. A friggin' cold is.
Yeah, pneumonia.
Yeah, I forgot. That's another thing that pissed me off. Cillian Murphy wearing boots on that highway. That pissed me off too.
Yeah, but I mean, overall, I enjoyed the movie. You know, the storyline, and like I'd read somewhere where Johnny Krasinski, when they asked him to do a follow up, he wanted to feature the girl who's hearing impaired in this movie more. So I mean, I really put it this way: if this movie did good enough, I wouldn't be surprised there's going to be a third one coming out, because they could make the third one about how the mom and the baby and the other ones make it to the island. So it wouldn't surprise me if there's not a third one coming out, because it just kind of left her in limbo, you know. But yeah, if there's a third one, I'll watch it.
If there's a third one, you bastards will make me watch it too.
Yes, we will.
Damn right, since you hate it so much.
Well, and the other thing about, all right, so these aliens are impervious to bullets and stuff, except for when they open up their ears to listen. So when they do that, and you remember that one thing about so they're impervious of gunshots when it's closed, right? But when they open, they can get shot and die. But when that girl was on that train, and she freaks out about the shooting that thing, and the guy shoots it from behind its head with his rifle, and I was like, wait a minute, I thought the armor was should have been real strong. How did he shot it from the back of its head?
I didn't think they were impervious to bullets. That never came across to me in the thing.
They were in the first one.
You fired a gun because more than one would come if you fired a gun. That's what the impression that I got, and why they didn't use guns more.
Well, you saw that sheriff, or that deputy sheriff, was shot it 2 or 3 times, and it just kept coming at him.
Yeah.
In the first one, John Krasinski lays out a big chart that says they're armor proof or bulletproof, armored. Yeah.
Okay. You know what? No, what kills me is if their hearing is so sensitive that they can hear the slightest whatever. How is a gunshot not friggin' freaking them out? You think that'd scare them off, just the sound of it?
Yeah. True.
I would be dead in the first 15 minutes from them hearing me fart all the time. So we get killed left and right.
Oh my
God. Maybe back off the carbs. All right, so we'll go ahead and we're gonna do player pass, and then we'll talk about what is the next week. So for folks over here on the right hand side, that are into the side chat, player pass. When player pass means, would you suggest a friend to watch this, or that would be a play? And if you would not be willing to suggest this to a friend, not someone that you don't like, because we've seen Alban do that with people.
Also, everyone votes in Telegram. If you run the side chat, if you're not on Telegram, just let us know, and with your vote. This way, we could really include you in the voting.
All right, so I got to make sure to do my vote on there too. So we're going to go with play or pass. I see Patty's got a play. Jim gives it a play, a soft play. Shrink and Sheridan a soft play. I think Perks gave it a play. Hey, Perks, what's up? Hadn't seen you in a while. All right, so we're going to go down here with Eddie. Eddie, play or pass?
I'm going to give this one a soft play.
Soft play for you. Yeah. Roger, we know this was a play for you.
Yeah, it's a pass. I say you should double feature Child 44 and Windy City Heat before you watch this movie.
Yeah, cleanse the palate.
Yeah.
So, Da Beach.
I give it a play.
Give it a play. Miss Blue?
I'm a play. Kind of
That's
more,
a play.
More leaning towards soft play.
All right. Alvin?
I'm a soft play because there were certain things that really pissed me off in the movie.
Yeah. Okay. And for me, I'll give it a play. It is what it is. You get what you pay for on this movie. So if you're watching it, you already kind of have an idea what it's going to be about. So you're probably not going to be like us nitpicking it to death. So I'll take with what we got on that. So looks like mostly everybody on the side chat gives it a play. Alban, do you have like a?
Yeah, I'm checking right now. Sorry. Oops. 1 second. We have 11 play and 1 pass.
All right. So.
I'm proud of my pass, but
I know. I understand. I understand. Hey,
Roger, I have to say that I'm very happy at the fact that you don't feel peer pressure at all. That's wonderful.
No. Roger, he sticks with it. He's got his opinion, and you know what? But again, it is what it is on this movie. You kind of what you're getting into.
Is it the Backstreet Boys' "I Want It That Way" song? I remember I was out with a bunch of my girlfriends one time and my sister, and that song came on, and I was like singing away and having a great time. And she's like, "Oh my God, you like that song?" I'm like, "Yes, I do." And she goes, "I love the fact that you'll admit that." I like what I like.
All right, so. All right, so we got that. So we're giving basically it's a play for most of the people. Give it a play or a soft play. So again, if you've watched the first one, you'll kind of have an idea what the second one's going to be. Pretty close to the same. I will say that one thing: watch the first one before you watch the second one. It's definitely definitely you're going to want to watch it as a sequel. And so, Alban, what are we looking at? What movie are we looking at having to watch next week?
It looks like Hitman's Bodyguard. Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. So, and I have not seen that one.
No, I haven't either.
Let me pop that. Hopefully, and actually, I watched Hitman's Bodyguard just the other day when I saw this was. Popping out, it was being available. I couldn't remember the movie, and I think I watched it with Blue when she was here. I think we watched it when she was here because I was like, started watching. I'm thinking, have I seen this movie? I'm like, wait a minute, I think I saw this with Blue when she was visiting, because I hadn't seen it prior to that.
I'm gonna do the two back to back.
Yeah, so definitely probably want to get that. So Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard is next week's movie. But we also again check out some of those other options that are in the list. You may want to check those out. And Alban, did you want to mention on your Telegram you do have you've been posting movies that people should watch or suggestions, and didn't you create another room?
I created another room. I was posting them in the review room, but we can put them in we have another room for movies, Play It Pass movie room here, which I'm trying to find here. I can't seem to see it. I'm like having most problems of all the rooms like you guys were. But anything that gets posted in there really goes back to the other room. So the movie episode room is just going to be for the movies that we want to talk about. But we what we'll do is you can talk about each movie in that room though. We'll set it up that way. So
Okay.
if we put a movie in there and that we don't vote on, but at least you could still go in there and talk about that movie, whether or not you like it or not, or and go that route with it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yep. So got those options again. Telegram is a great place. It's a free
Yeah.
app. You can put it on your Android, Windows, iOS. You can put it on any of that stuff, and it's just a great way of chatting and keeping up with some of the movies. Alban does a great job of when he puts the movies for the week. He also puts a hyperlink to the trailer, so you can watch the trailer. He does a great job trying to make it easy for you to review those movies. So before you make your vote, so
Yeah.
it makes it. He's been putting some stuff in there to make it easy for people to keep track of it.
Yeah, like I said, with those hashtags, it'll really make things easy for people to, find their stuff on our episodes. And, I'm going to sit up in there for, even for our votes for, what we might put up some votes for other things about movies and just to see, what everyone likes, like whether it be, we make a vote for, the genre that we might pick one week. You know what I mean? We could do something like that.
Yeah, and you can see right here for people that have not signed up for Telegram, this is what it looks like. This is the hashtag here. If you clicked on this, that would take you. That would add. You would go to the other room, or it would add the room that he has for season 3, episode 15 with those movies.
Yeah, if you can you click on it? Yeah, there you go. And then they can click on each movie.
Okay. Yep. So it's a great way of keeping up with everything. So great, lots of information for you guys. So check it out. Jump in the shadow room or the shadow room, the player pass room. Jump in the player pass room and see if it keep up with it. Plus, you can talk about movies and Alban's all the time creating live voice and video chats. He opens those up and people can jump in there and have a good time.
Yeah.
I think we'll open up one for our after show today too.
Yeah. He's going to talk about doing that. So he'll probably create that. You can just jump in and just do audio, or you can jump in with video. You have the option. So we'll go ahead and roll out so that everybody can go celebrate England winning. Sorry, Val. His team didn't win.
Go, Andrew. You owe me 2 wins here now, Andrew.
So, all right, Eddie, anything you want to say before we go?
We had a good movie today, this week, but like I said, each person has his own options on the movie, but let's hope the next one's going to be even better. So everybody keep safe.
Okay, Roger?
Thanks for inviting me on the show today. I'm really hoping that we don't go 5 weeks in a row with me hating the movies, because I'm a fun-loving guy. I promise I am. I'm not an asshole. I usually like stuff, and I'm going to try really hard to like the next one. It's got Salma Hayek and her boobs in it, so I'm sure I'm going to love it.
Oh, men and boobs. All right, the beach.
Well, I had fun, and I guess I'll see you guys next week when we watch Hitmans.
All right. Miss Blue?
Have a lovely evening.
Thank you. Alban?
Have a good week, everyone. Let's go England. Guess we got another game here.
One more. Sunday.
Yep.
Finals was
And
nice.
finals are coming.
And that's against Italy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. And remember to jump into the Telegram room where we'll have the after party in there today.
Thank you. All right. So again, thanks for everyone joining. Thanks to everyone that comes on the panel. The show's only fun if we have people come on the panel and can talk and joke and cut up. If you like the movie or hate the movie, it doesn't matter as long as you let us know. I want to say thank you to Beach for the work he's been doing on the intros and the little extras that he's doing just to have a fun time. It is fun to kind of keep kicking those intros out and just laughing about them. So thanks for that. Thanks for Alban on the Telegram room, staying up on all that. And we'll see you guys on Friday.
Whoa, I want to say one thing.
Yep.
I'd just like to say thank you to Roger for watching the movies with us, even though you knew you're going to hate it because you hated the first one. So
true. He's very dedicated. I mean, we've got a dedicated. Honestly, we have a dedicated group of people. We're not hundreds and hundreds of people, but it doesn't matter. We have dedicated people every single week that watch the movies, even if they know that it's going to be a pile of dog crap. That somebody likes to say, knows it's going to be a pile of dog crap, and still watches it. So I appreciate that. It is fun. It's good. It's good. And we have our people there on the side chat. It's a fun time. So I'll see you guys Friday. And then be sure to watch Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard for next week. And we'll see you guys in the other chat. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye.